Good morning, everybody. This picture in front of you, that's me. My name is Juniper Blue Mystique. I am, for lack of a better term that people can understand anyways, I am an Ascension master, master healer, and divine guide. I am the one who brought about the Ascension, and I'm going to show you proof of that now. I've been showing proof of that on my channel, but people have a hard time paying attention, staying long enough to see what I'm talking about. So I encourage you to like and subscribe and stick around. Don't dislike the videos. If you want to dislike the videos, just leave. What point is that to do that? If you don't like the content that I'm creating, don't stay here, okay? Because essentially what you're doing is hurting yourself. All right, if I tell you I'm the one who brought about the Ascension, pay attention to that, okay? I'm going to show you what that means though. So what that means is I'm going to give you a vision of my channel, okay? Being the one that brought about the Ascension, as I have mentioned before, it started in 2019 when I had a Kundalini awakening. And then all these crazy things started happening to me, okay? This is my channel. It's all recorded and witnessed on here, okay? All these crazy things started happening to me, such as I rose Atlantis, first of all, before I had this channel, because Spirit actually told me to do this channel. They nudged me to do the videos. They taught me how, I taught myself how to create Hertz music because they nudged me to do that. I do missing persons also. Those are two of my other channels, okay? But on this channel, you can see these are portals, all right? So it started with clearing Mount Shasta. Then we started activating Fiji pyramids. The first one was in Fiji. And then I cut off life support to California because Mount Shasta was a false energetic portal. It was not supposed to be there. It was filled with darkness, okay? Then I activated the pyramid in Fiji. I activated these pyramids. This is not a joke, you guys, okay? Then we went into the sun and the moon. And that goes with the Bible as well. All of it does, all right? We went into the sun and the moon. Then I activated more female pyramids. Then the Sphinx, which is the God portal. It's the portal of time, okay, which I created. I'm Sekhmet, supposedly. Not supposedly, that's what Spirit told me. I also took us into 7D. First, I did a dormant chakra system. And then eventually I took us all the way into 7D, which was Pleiades galaxy, right? So that's where we are. We've also, and then after that came the union of the twin souls. Okay, so Jesus Christ, I learned how he died. It came through a Patreon workshop. I freed his soul. I saw him be murdered. How he died was not on a false cross, so pay attention. Once I freed his soul, he went into a flower in the Garden of Eden, which was so beautiful, and you can watch that in this one. And then I had to unite with my twin flame, okay, which I met him. I didn't even know I had one. Then the return of Christ started playing out in my mind's eye, and my DM and I were supposed to unite. We united Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and I undid the false Holy Grail. Okay, that's in this one right here. These are all workshops. That's why they're long, but please watch them. And right before I did that one, my DM refused to step forward, so he died. And unfortunately, my new DM is refusing to step forward, so he may not make it either. And I don't know what that means for me, because with the refusal of the DM again stepping forward, they've been retaliating, and I've talked about that, and it's not good. I do have a message from Spirit. I'm going to read to you really quick, and then I'm going to show you some other things, okay? So Spirit says right now, as a turning point is on its way to rise and shine again this way. Bring peace and love and joy through heart's desires and allow the rest to fade away. Two worlds are playing out right before your eyes, but don't be fooled by a fake surprise. Due to DM not rising and missing marks. Okay, that's why they told him recently on my channel that if he didn't step up, he wasn't going to be able to ascend. So I realized when I was doing the masculine pyramids after the whole twin flame thing happened, my DM came in the energy, but it wasn't quite enough. And I almost died on this one too. So I've almost died a couple times on this journey by getting blood clots, an enlarged heart, and things like that. Because I was attacked by a fallen angel, and my DM, the original DM, allowed it to happen. This is where I cleared the collective shadow. Okay, this dealt with the Euphrates River. This is where I cleared the collective shadow. All right, so I did that as well. This one is my original DM, the return of Christ and I, and God marries us. It does. And then the God portals open up and the gods rise. Okay. And then my DM was told to come home. It was enough. They had enough because I was being attacked for a whole year by a fallen angel. I talk about that on my whole twin flame story right here. Okay. He chose to not come and he died. He really did. And I got a new DM on almost a year ago now, which is crazy. It's been almost a year, a month shy of a year since my original DM died. And now my other one is hopefully not pushing that way because I don't know what's going to happen to me. I can't deal with this much more. When my DM died, I had to take on his light. I swelled up really badly. That's why I look different from when I first started this channel. Okay. You can see it in my face. You can see it. Somebody even asked me if I had diabetes. I do not. My DM died and I had to take on his soul and his light temporarily while my new one was taking on the soul and acclimating. And then they gave him the blue light, but he hasn't stepped forward yet. I don't know why that is so difficult. I really don't. I just wish he would because I'm tired of hurting and I'm tired of feeling alone and I don't want the collective soul to hurt. So here's the thing. In this one, these two go together. Okay, I activated Ecuador. We did a pyramid in Ecuador because we were moving the equator line. Started on May 13th of this year. Then we activated pyramids in the Colombia, Congo, Mount Kilimanjaro, and I demolished the White House completely. There was also some more in here that is very, very, very relevant. Okay. In this, I kept saying Krakatau, and then 6 days later it erupted. Okay. Because I activated the pyramid crystal grid. So there's a crystalline grid underneath the pyramids. Then that finished with, right after that one came something I didn't see coming, which was another workshop that I just did, and it was the Nile. Okay. In this one, if you actually watch this one, and I talk about it and many others, okay. But in this one, they put my feet in water. They were giving us gifts. That's all I thought it was about. Then they put my feet in water and they called me the Queen of the Nile. Then they were doing stuff and I turned the Nile blood red. Then after that, I started calling my power back from the time I was Sekhmet because I became Sekhmet. And then the Nile dried up and they kept talking about the 12 gates. And I had thought when I returned Jesus and Mary Magdalene that the return of Christ was done. It was not. It was me clearing back from Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Sekhmet and Horus. Okay. So now I've talked about everybody, not everybody's going to be able to ascend because they have to be able to choose light through every portal. And so far, my DM had a pure light heart. The new one had a pure white heart. And so they didn't think that he would be falling prey to the darkness, but unfortunately he is a little bit. So that is why we're being retaliated against right now. And I said that. So when I did the pyramid activations, they said they were going to retaliate. Okay. And the DM is the one that can protect us from that. I also talked about the Ankh. The Ankh came through right before the Nile. They told me what the Ankh was. And then this one, I asked about the submersible. And they said that it imploded, which was true. And I didn't know that yet. They said the next day that what I said was true. So that was pretty cool. I encourage you guys to check these out. Okay. And then I told you guys that not everybody's going to ascend. So when I did the Nile, they gave me a lot of downloads. Okay. Revelations 21, 12, and 13 came out when I did the Nile. All of the Bible has played out on this channel. And I didn't know who I was at first. It's literally me waking up, going through my awakening, going through all these workshops, doing the work, having it come through me. And people are supposed to witness it. But a lot of people are mean. Okay. They don't take the time to even see or get to know who I am. And they dislike my videos and treat you like shit, right? That's what they do across the board. I mean, I do live healings for you guys to see who I really am and everything. But see, barely people watch. You know what I mean? This was a releasing ceremony for the true freedom so that you could release anything blocking you from those gates. And only 29 people went to that. It blows my mind how many people don't care to see. They're so engraved in the darkness. They don't care about the light, and it's painful. This one was the proof where I said the submersible, what happened to the submersible happened. So Spirit's showing you guys that I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. This one, I tell you guys, not everybody will ascend. You have to make it through the portals. Okay. You have to choose light. All of your lives are combined into one. I've said that on my channel as I got the download, because when I activated the pyramids of the portal of time and everything, that started that. That's the Sphinx. All of your lives come into one so that all of your karma is measured. We had a heart review for the end of days, the end of the world. You had a heart review. That way, God knows what it is you need to clear in order to get through the gates of heaven, and not just through this lifetime, through all. Because when I did the Nile, we opened the gates of heaven. I accomplished all my missions, and it worked. And I did it, and it took me 3.5 years to do it. So essentially, I undid what they did in lifetimes. I undid it in 3.5 years. You guys, and this is serious because we've lost members of the 144,000. I've already had one DM die and now possibly another. And I don't know what that means for me, because physically, what are they going to do? Take his soul out of him and put it into another? Oh my God. That was so painful. I don't know if I can handle it again. Okay. This is ridiculous. I'm getting very frustrated with it. It's like we all need to grow up. We all need to pay attention. We all need to open our eyes so that we can see what is truly happening in the world around us, because we are running out of time. Okay. And I'm not saying that mean, but it should be taken seriously. Because if you watch all the work that I did, they're workshops. It is proven up, down, left, right, and center. But most people won't even take the time to see it. Either one, because they're not of the light at all, or number two, they can't see clearly, which is also somewhat partly because the DM hasn't come forward. Okay. And I talk about that in this one, because these are what Spirit is showing me. Okay. And this one, I talk about retaliation, what is happening to me. De La Roca was cut off for no reason. All right. The moon is related to my DM, and the sun is related to me. In the lifetime of Sekhmet, she is the goddess of the sun, Horus is the god of the moon, and Thoth came in and stole the moon. Part of the ascension work that I did, and when I did Ecuador, they told me I'm Sekhmet. If you watch the Nile, they say the same thing. I am the queen of life. I'm the queen of the Nile. I am Sekhmet. Please watch, do not judge, okay? Because right away that sparks people to go, oh my God, she's lying. This is stupid. I want proof. But if you watch my videos, when I cleared the collective shadow, the Euphrates River started drying up. When I cut off life support to California, the one lake that goes to them started drying up. Like, it's all very real. The lakes have been moving. You have a crack in Africa where most of the pyramids I've activated have also been in Africa. But people aren't paying attention, okay? What I'm doing really is affecting the world. All right, and I'm going to show you one more thing here, and then I want to show you something else, okay? Again, in this, they said I'm Sekhmet, my DM is Horus, I'm Mary Magdalene, I'm all these people, okay? We were Adam and Eve. That's who we are, all right? And this one was the false concept of the moon, okay? There was dark energy of the moon in the time of Sekhmet. That's what happened. They commandeered the moon, and they have moved it over time. I've had to actually separate it. We had to rebuild the moon. When my DM died, I actually had to rebuild the moon recently. When I did this one, a satellite fell out of the sky. I said it would, and it did. So if you watch it and click the links in the description, you're going to see that as well if you pay attention. This one's the sun one. Okay, after I did, these are portals you guys have to go through. And each time you go through it, you have to choose against your karma. You have to choose the light to make it through, or you won't. This is the end of days. That's what it means. It's the end of ways. It's judgment day. Okay. It has been brought about by God. This is the return of Christ. That's what the ascension is. Okay. And I'm going to show you something else. Now that I've explained to you who I am and what I've done, these are workshops for you to watch. Some happen on my channel. That's what this one was. And we're going to watch that. But I'm going to show you this. America wants to block the sun. I said they are retaliating. Okay. I said they are retaliating. I've said that recently. That's why they kept really pushing for my DM to show up, so that they couldn't hurt us, right? So that it was in balance, so that people can see clearly. They can see everything they need to see. The first one was thwarted by a fallen angel. But you have to be willing to stand up against those dark things that don't matter, that aren't real. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Shine your light and step into God. Step into your heart space. Otherwise, you're in trouble. It's not a joke. Okay. I've literally had a twin flame die. Do you know what that feels like? It's not fun. It hurt so bad. And now I'm freaking out that another one might die. I mean, I haven't even got to know him yet. It's very serious and it's very sad. It's also should be a blessing and something very beautiful and something very important. But unfortunately, people aren't seeing it clearly yet. All right. So I said they were going to retaliate. Look at this. Watch. Let's go through my videos. Watch how many times I've said that recently. They are retaliating right after. Oh, see, DM was supposed to do redemption. He got to get a special gift and create a new timeline, but he was supposed to step in. And again, he's not. I really wish he would, because it really doesn't help at all. It's very, very, very painful for all of us. This one, though, we activated the pyramid in Ecuador. That's when they told me I'm Sekhmet, if you watch it. I didn't know until then. Then I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm Sekhmet. Oh, my God. Then this one's false. This is not everything I did for the resurrection of Christ, because I had not cleared denial yet. I didn't realize that was coming. That's why this is all a part of my own awakening. Keeping up with me so far? This one again is Colombia, Congo, Kilimanjaro, and each one I'm saying something is going to happen, and it happens, but people just have to watch. Okay, here I talk about why your past lives no longer exist, because they're all combined into one for you to clear out your karma. I said they were going to retaliate. Then it just keeps coming. Okay, people are choosing not to see God. The end is near. All right, how to survive the apocalypse. And then I went into a wave of love, because regardless of what's happening to me, I want to make sure I'm putting out love. How to ensure you ascend, countdown to the end. This is it. And then look, wait, one of them, they said something big is coming. May not be in my lives, but they said something big is coming before the Nile came. Okay. Then I talked about the whole entire return of Christ, which is all of it. It's me clearing out all of Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Sekhmet and Horus lifetimes. That's the entirety of the return of Christ. And I did it, and I dried up the Nile. And just because it hasn't played out in your environment yet, it's going to. Okay. This is the end. That's all biblical. All right. Now, with spirituality, I do things in the spiritual, and it comes back around. That's how it works. That's how manifesting works and everything. Okay. That's how it works. You put something out in the energy and it comes back around. When I actually do these things, it really does change the earth in real time. Okay. Now, if you think they're stupid and they don't know what they're doing to you, if you think they're stupid and that they didn't know the V was going to change your DNA, they're not stupid at all. There's no coincidence to why they pushed the V so hard right before the return of Christ occurred, because if your DNA is not viable, you can't get the DNA activations from the sun. Yeah, because this is an ascension portal that I did with the sun, and we're going to watch that. It's only 40 minutes. Okay. Before we do, I'm going to show you this right quick. America wants to block the sun. You think that's a coincidence? I said they're retaliating. Daily Roca's TV show got shut down. I'm being attacked. I got an eviction notice. Money stopped coming in no matter what I'm doing. And it's because we would be so much more protected if the DM would show up. But
the question is, can it be effective?
We can't make him. So let's see what this has to say. I right to fair use. I'm not going to play this whole entire thing at all. I should be able to play this without interruptions. I will talk over, so it's not even the original. So yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's see what happens. Block the sun to save the planet.
Climate disasters are becoming extreme. Over 3 billion people are at risk of being displaced or worse.
Oh, no, they will anyways. Don't believe them.
Time bomb is ticking, and countries are scrambling to find solutions.
Yeah, this is
so far they've made
bullshit.
Progress, and now America may have come up with a new idea. It wants to block sunlight from reaching the earth.
First of all, block sunlight from reaching the earth. I'm the goddess of the sun. I'm Sekhmet. So you hear what they're saying here? I'm like, oh my God. You guys, if they block sunlight from reaching the earth, you would all die anyways. They can't do, we need the sun, dude. I mean, come on. The common sense should tell you that we need the sun. It's what grows things. The trees need the sun for photosynthesis. We need the sun for oxygen. We need the sun for life. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I did to the sun here in a second, but I find this to be incredibly hilarious because they're well aware of what they've done. They're not stupid. They know they're backed into a corner. And if you watch my workshop where I where we did Mount Kilimanjaro and the Congo and all of that, I undid the White House and I said I blocked their bunkers. They're backed into a corner because you can't escape your karma. Nobody on this planet is going to be able to escape their karma. You have to play it out. So if you cause suffrage, guess what? You're going to suffer in your end days. So there's no coincidence to where De La Roca's channel got shut down the same day I got an eviction. People don't seem to care. They're disliking all my videos right now. My DM still hasn't showed up. And now, after I did the Nile, which there was that river that turned blood red, by the way, which is also in the Bible. Now this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. If you watch the pyramid activations that I did, I always talk about the volcanoes. I talk about earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes that I'm causing. I have said I've changed the weather, but people have to watch it. People don't want to believe it. They don't want to see God. They would rather see fear. They would rather see things that are not real. So let's see.
As bizarre as it sounds, this phenomenon is no longer science fiction. It has made its way to legitimate debate. The question is, can it be effective? Or is it just another extreme artificial tactic to alter our atmosphere?
There you go. It's an extreme tactic. And what did Spirit said? Do not believe fake surprises. Do not be fooled by fake surprises, right? So I can go into a zone of, oh my God, I hate life. I'm done. I just want to smoke pot. I just want to do this. Screw it all. I'm done, right? Which is very easy to do because my DM doesn't show up. The way it looks like he doesn't love me. I don't know that he does or not because I'm not going to assume. But I can tell you we need him more than anything. This is hilarious. They want to block the sun. In the Bible, it talks about Sekhmet, her being the goddess of the sun. Her and Horus are both twin flames. They were the god and the goddess of the sun and the moon, both. In my Ascension portal stuff, I had to undo the false concept of the sun and the moon. Then comes all the way to the end with the Nile, where they talk about that. They talk about in my thing for the Nile, they talk about I carry the eye of Ra and my DM carries the eye of Horus. And we need to come together so that everybody can see clearly. Now I'm going to show you guys this. This is important. You know, it really is. This is my video. I do own all the rights to this, so they should not shut this down. I didn't know this was going to come through. It's a portal activation that you must do if you want to ascend. You have to understand the truths within this arena and you have to choose light through it. Okay, that's what these are all at. I tell you guys about that. There are 12 or 13 gates that you must get through to the ascension to the gates of heaven, which are now open that I created the portals. I opened them, I created them. Each portal is designed by your karma. So once you go through the portals, which are all the same portals for everybody, the sun and the moon are one of them. Mount Shasta is another one. And that one is why people are not seeing clearly also because of the DM not coming forward. Through each portal, your karma will play out and you have to choose light against what you chose the first time. You have to grow as a human being. You have to become your authentic self and let go of what once was and what is not real. That's the ascension. This is the return of Christ. It's not a joke. Let's play this. Just watch this. You got to watch this video. This is my workshop. I say something important through the entirety of it. Usually I do these in workshops, but we're going to watch this. This one was the Sun Ascension portal. I haven't watched it since I did it. Let's see what it says.
Hello, everyone. It's Juniper Bloom Mystique coming to you today with a guided meditation coming through in order to activate the sun rays. I'm very excited to be bringing this one to you. It feels very good to have it feel my soul in my skin. So I call on the creator of all that is and all the angels too. And all of you joining me, I call your energy in magnificent ways too. All I ask of you is to focus gently on your body and your breath.
You guys, I would encourage you to just listen to this one right now. Don't try to do the meditation with it. If you would like to receive the meditation for it, you can push play on my channel with it. It's on my Ascension playlist for all of you to actually utilize and get through that portal. However, once you go through the portals, you have a test from God and you must choose the light over the darkness to make it through.
Note of any tension, any stress, any lack of connection that you're feeling, and allowing it to fade away with each breath in and each exhale out.
They also want me to tell you that you don't have a choice. Nobody can escape this, which is why when I activated Congo, Colombia, Kilimanjaro, and my DM and I did that one, they literally said we've blocked off all escape paths. You cannot escape your karma. You reap what you sow. That is the end of days.
Having your palms up in receiving mode and your feet on the floor. Do not be operating any machinery or driving any vehicles during this transmission. This is about the sun rays, light codes, diamond light codes, and so on. It's an ascension portal. We are activating and opening today. I didn't know it was coming through. It's just coming through as I'm speaking to you.
I've been
bear
doing
with me
this.
along with this one.
So you hear what I said? It's an ascension portal that I am activating. If you still can't figure out who I am, please watch all the videos, because to come on and judge me, really hurts you. Okay. That's not a joke. Yes, judgment hurts everybody. It hurts me as a person, but it hurts you bigger. Pay attention, guys.
So you just focusing on your breath, breathing light in through your breath and into any tension that you feel within your body, and exhaling all of the tension, all of the stagnant energy, and allowing peace, divinity, and comfort to overcome your vessel. As I call on the creator of all that is, and all the angels and gods and goddesses that wish to accompany us today. So I have Commander Ashtar coming through. I have Lord Sananda coming through, who's also known as Jesus. I have Goddess Athena, Goddess Aphrodite, Shakti coming through. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, thank goodness. She is my light and shining armor right now. I will be embodying Shakti today, which truly houses all the energy of all of the goddesses for you. Okay, so they are calling me in as well. So Juniper Bloom Mystique is also coming forward, which is myself, to help guide you, provide light through you and to you, and awaken your soul in many, many ways. Okay, we have Archangel Raguel, Archangel Metatron, Seraphim Angel stepping forward with the leader of Sandalphon. We have Archangel Zedkiel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Ariel. Merlin is also stepping forward. Tons of fairies are stepping forward. The Pleiadian Council is also coming in. Syrians and
So you hear that? The Pleiadian Council. They told me I was Pleiadian. That's the first thing I found out before I knew who I was. And I also took us into Pleiades, which was, I was not originally supposed to take us into 7D. It was only 5D, but I literally just took us into a whole new galaxy. And it's being freaking scientifically recognized that something's not right. So if we could just pay attention, it's there. The proof is there, I promise you.
Arcturians too, to help guide you and light the way for you. I'm already releasing as we're beginning this transmission. So your only job is to follow my voice, but as well as to stay calm, breathing light into your body, into your vessel, allowing that air and that light to cleanse your soul.
I will also tell you that in every workshop I've done after this one, I was taking chunks of the sun and shoving it into the earth. So those rare solar flares, all of the like earthquakes and the volcanoes thingies, they're all biblical. And yet they're like saying what? It's climate change and we need to block the sun. Come on, people.
To make you feel ever so light. And then exhale anything that keeps you from just being in the here and the now. Any feelings and thoughts that come up, allow them to just melt away with the breath that you're using today. Lord Sananda is stepping forward, and he is going to be bringing through the most magnificent light. I'm also seeing the phoenix. The phoenix comes when it's about death into light. rising from the ashes of what once was. We're going to be changing the world today in magnificent and beautiful ways.
Did you hear that?
So just breathe in this light. Breathe in that air that's going to make you feel ever so right. As you can begin to imagine coming into a circle, you are going to be sitting around a circle of what looks like a pyramid in the middle. But this pyramid you can see the top of. It's not a very large pyramid, but it is definitely an energetic pyramid portal. It lights up, but it looks like fire all the same. And it's very powerful. And today it is the reason why you came. It's going to help us transmute negative energies, bring alignment through and through as we need them, then to allow us to receive these magnificent sun rays and light codes.
So I didn't know what was coming. I never do. That's why it's so important to watch the whole entire video of what I do, because crazy things come in throughout. Crazy validations, crazy things always come into these videos. And I had no idea it was coming. I was just doing a guided meditation for the channel on this one. This one wasn't even a workshop. I was doing a guided meditation for the channel because they told me to. So let's keep watching. I didn't know it was coming. I still don't really remember it.
To awaken and ascend above. So as I'm beginning the energy of this, and all the angels and the beings are beginning to surround you in this circle. So imagine sitting in this circle around this fire, but it's truly a pyramidal energetic portal. And then behind you is your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, all circling you. Then you have your animal guides around that circle, encasing us. Then we have beautiful angels, the lions.
And so there's lions.
Crows.
And everything I do, I'm surrounded by lions. If you know who Sekhmet is, that should make sense to you. And the portal of time, the Sphinx, is also part of that. It looks like that stuff. Pay attention.
Blue jays, snakes, all aligning the next row. Then we have the gods and goddesses, Merlin, Aphrodite, Lakshmi, Shakti. We also have, and I'm not making this up, but I do see the energies of Bigfoot. I do see the energies of the unicorns and the fairies.
Now that's relevant,
And
you guys, because I recently had to do a workshop with all of the elementals, bringing them into 7D. Or what I didn't bring them into 7D because they're a higher dimensional frequency anyways, but what I did is combine the DNA for it all to coexist again in 7D.
The other earthly realms in which we are going to be becoming more aligned with through and through. And then we have the energy and the light of the Creator, which truly is surrounding all of you.
Oh, knowing what
that
I know
is what
now about the cross, I would have taken that out. I did not know at that time that the Ankh was a true cross. That cross is false, and they murdered Jesus. They didn't hang him on a cross for your crucifixion. The cross is depicted that way because they murdered him and they wrote a contract in his blood, which is what I had to undo.
Has created this big battle that I've been battling through and through.
I'm going to put that part again.
Today is going to be of Bigfoot. I do see the energies of the unicorns and the fairies and the other earthly realms in which we are going to be becoming more aligned with through and through. And then we have the energy and the light of the Creator, which truly is surrounding all of you. And that is what has created this big battle that I've been battling through and through. Today is going to be a massive transmission of pulling in the sunlight in magical ways, allowing you to heal and align and activate
Yeah. So if you know about the sun, you release with the trees and you get DNA activations from the sun. I brought the DNA activations here through taking chunks of the sun and through this video. So now they want to block the sun from you, which would basically be eliminating me again, Sekhmet, and all of your life. Let's be real here.
Through these beautiful sun rays. So as you're sitting in this
It's fake.
circle, you're being surrounded by beings of magnificent force and energy, knowledge of many, 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 many moons, many lifetimes, many breaths, knowledge that you can't even fathom, enlightenment beyond enlightenment, filling the circle, filling the portal that you see in front of you. Any tension that you feel, any thoughts that you begin to have creeping up, allow them to surface into the palm of your hand. Whenever the palm of your hand gets full, throw them into the portal you see in front of you. Transmute them into the highest light possible.
I encourage you
We are
guys to go
calling in the
back.
connections of the twin flames too.
Oh, see?
Those
my God.
connections and those cords are being called in to the center of this pyramid,
Wow.
ran through the pyramid and into the core of the earth in order to ground them anew through and through.
See?
For there's been more work than you guys have imagined going on, more than what meets the eye.
See? And I didn't know, I haven't watched this video since then, since I did that. And knowing what I know now with the twin flames and who I am and what I've done, this is amazing, you guys. I encourage you to go back and do this workshop, get yourself through that portal. You guys, it's free will. I will not make anybody do anything. If you don't want to ascend and stay here, that's totally fine. Just stop disliking my videos and leave my channel. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But I do encourage those who want to watch this one to actually use it. You can actually heal in this one. It's very important.
And I know because I can feel it every day in every way. Allowing the twin flames to reunite in magical and magnificent ways. So I'm starting to see their cores and the connections being healed from the earth core up.
So I did not do the twin flames yet. This came through after I did like Fiji and all of that kind of stuff. This was very early on before I even knew I was a twin flame. This is crazy. I'm listening to this now.
The most magnificent Christ light through them. They were torn and battered and ripped apart.
Yep.
As this is happening, I feel an alignment occurring within me as well. It's like this beautiful light of sewing energy being sewn up through the center of my core. Just imagine sitting around this energy portal with all this healing light occurring. Up above you to the right, you begin to see a magnificent, powerful, warm, soothing light. The light of the sun. It's almost like it's beginning to open up and shine upon the earth ever so slowly. It's beginning to grow and throb and change and move. The gods and I are lining up. Hermes is standing beside me. As we begin to lasso the sun, it's like throwing this magnificent energetic rope out. And I'm grabbing the sun. And Hermes is doing it as well. He's throwing the rope and he's grabbing the sun. And we are turning the sun and pulling it through. It's almost like pulling it into the portal of the newness of the earth through and through. It's literally, I'm like pulling and pulling and pulling. And as I'm pulling on this energetic rope with Hermes, he is magnificent through and through. He's larger than life and he has gold trim around the most beautiful boots and belt and hat. He's gorgeous. He is the god of the sun. He's representing as the god of the sun.
Representing because we hadn't woke him up yet. Now it makes sense
The
to
god
me.
of art, he's also saying, from trueness he will never part.
Ah,
We are pulling the energy.
that makes sense to me. So he's not really the god of the sun, but he was filling the space because my DM is the god. That's why he's like the god of art, trueness I can never part. This makes so much sense to me now. I love going back and watching these.
Of the magnificent sun through what looks like a hole in the universe, pulling it through this hole into the energetic field of the earth, almost like pulling it into our atmosphere, pulling it through this hole. It's like a wormhole, like a black hole, pulling it and pulling it. It's not light, it's not easy. It's taking all of my might and that of Hermes as well. And we're pulling it and pulling it. And as we're doing that, the light is beginning to shine brighter and brighter.
The lie.
And the energy in this light from the sun
Wow.
is starting to work its way up this cord connection that I have lassoed it with. It's beginning to work its way up this cord, all the way going up this cord, reaching its way closer to my arms and Hermes as well. Bringing the light in to my hands now, into the palms of my hands, working their way through my vessel, through the connections of the palms of my hands, going into my fingers, into my wrists, into my arms, into my elbows. I feel it like a warm, tingly sensation. It's going to run through me and through this portal you see in front of you, and then through all of you.
Keep watching.
Running this light into my upper arms and into my shoulders, into my neck and into my head, down into my chest and into my tummy, down into my thighs and my hips, down my legs and into my knees, the most magnificent sun rays of warmth and comfort and ease and awakening in magical ways. I can see like light codes activating in my mind's eye, my third eye, my crown chakra. It's almost like I can hear it. It's sending a language into my soul. Providing with it a beautiful light language like I've never heard before. Nakti Anaya, Nakti Amayanaya, Nakti Ayamayanaya, Ayanaya, to your soul. Nakti Amayanaya, Nakti Amayanaya, Nakti Amayanaya, to your soul. Ayanaya.
This is funny because I hadn't really started doing light language yet. I think I was like questioning it. I'm like, what am I saying? Now I do light language like crazy. It came through really when I activated the dormant chakra system and stuff. Like it was crazy. So I was just starting to do light language. Don't make fun.
Nakti Amayanaya, Nakti Amayanaya, Alamayanaya Kana.
Just came through.
Nakti Kanavaya, Nakti Nirana, Amak Naginavana Tina. Bring on the Mediana Navala Nainigna. Amak Naginavana, Akname Natinwana Mana, Nakti Namayana, Naktivana. As I was saying that, I have no idea what I just said, so forgive me. I feel the most magnificent warmth flowing through my body and into the core of the earth. So this light is flowing through my feet, down into the cord. It's going from the energetic connection I lassoed it with, through my physical vessel and Hermes as well, and going down through our energetic connections, down into the core of the earth. So these sun rays, these sunlight codes are going into the core of the earth. As that is happening, I'm going to make sure You are all grounded through and through, so you can receive these light language codes, these light codes going through your vessel. So I pull your energy from your crown chakra all the way down your physical vessel through your third eye, down through your voice, through your throat chakra, down into your heart chakra, pulling your energy down further through your solar plexus and your tummy and your navel passageway, down further into your root passageway and your sacral, down through your legs, down your arms as well, going down into your feet and out of your cords and your feet and in one of your root chakra, bringing these cord connections together through your earth star chakra, anchoring you in by your feet. So the earth is lifting her arms up, grabbing your feet and pulling you down ever so sweet. Bringing this energy down these cords, down through the earth's layers, down through the water layer, down through the crystalline grid, which is full of Christ light.
Because I brought it down.
Down into the core of the earth. Now, as I put your cords into the cord.
So I've been bringing down Christ light for some time, and that's why it's here. It was not here before. The DNA activations, the Christ light. Obviously, I had to do something to the sun, the moon. You guys didn't realize as you were in hell. Literally, Earth was hell. It was complete darkness, and it's misery. Are you tired of living in misery? I am. And in that time frame, a lot of people built up a lot of karma. You choose into the darkness a lot, unfortunately. And most of it was not through free will. And so now it's your choice to choose light or darkness for the end.
Of the earth, I'm anchoring them in and allowing them to access large amounts of light. As I'm doing that, those sun rays I just put into the core are rising up your connections. They're beginning to climb up your energetic connections. As they do, they're allowing you to connect with the Lemurian crystal grid, bringing these light rays up through your connections.
Oh, I just heard that. They're connecting to the crystal grid from Lemurian times. You guys don't realize as I replaced the crystal grid recently, we finished it with the Nile. So this was back before we did all that. So Atlantis grid was not replaced yet. That's what was taken away from Adam and Eve. This makes so much sense watching this again. Now I know why Spirit pointed towards this today.
Your feet, and allowing it to begin connecting to your aura. As that's happening in your aura, it's like activating light language within your aura, activating crystalline codes, diamond rays, and sun rays. It is like a language that is being returned to the earth.
Hear that?
So we are returning a beautiful language from the sun to the earth. As this is happening, I've been able to pull the sun through the portal, through that black hole, into the earth's atmosphere, aligning it just right with the earth. And a lot of sun energy and light pours through these connections into the core. As that's happening, it is expanding the earth through and through. She's beginning to shake. She's beginning to roll. She's beginning to tumble and fill up ever more. And that light from the sun is filling into your cores, as if to protect you and not burn you, but to allow you to grow and expand and to receive knowledge that you didn't even know you had.
Yep, this is amazing.
That light is reaching up now into your feet from the sun. It's going up into your ankles now from the sun. They are feeling warm and tingly and comforted. Any thoughts, any negative feelings, allow them to surface in your hand and throw them into the portal in front of you to be transmuted into the highest light possible. I am seeing a language coming through. I am seeing words written in like alien form is the best way to describe it. Some match the hieroglyphs that you would see in Egyptian time.
Yep.
Some do not. Some are definitely foreign to this land. And they are coming through these energetic connections from the sun, all the way into the earth and into your vessel, as if time has now just begun. But the same, it's stopping time is what they're telling me.
Yep.
So what I'm seeing with that is the earth is stopping. It's no longer rotating. It's completely stopping.
Oh my gosh, I've done that a lot. If you watch a lot of my workshops, I stop the earth from moving because I have to do things. Let's listen. This is so cool.
It's stopping its movement. It's stopping its time. And it's allowing the sun and these codes to enter the DNA of the earth, to enter into the DNA of your connection, to enter into the DNA of your physical vessel and your aura.
So you think there was a coincidence? They pushed this thing that changes your DNA and all the genetic modifications they have been doing? Come on, they're not stupid. They want you dead. They want to take you from God.
Every time that runs through me, I see things activate from the sun to the earth and into you. The light runs through you further now, up into your knees, into your thighs, and into your chakras. One by one, activating them. I can feel the warmth rising up my spine, up the backside of my body through my energetic connections. Through my root chakra, it's beginning to relax it and bring healing, warmth, and light language through and through. I can feel it warmth and magnificently expanding it, opening it up, and changing your timeline through and through, up into your sacral, like a connection from a new universe running through, allowing you to heal with the warmth of the sun, allowing that to rise further into your solar plexus, into all the energy bodies you house, so your cellular, your DNA, your skin structure, every bit of you, your blood flow too. These new light language codes, these new activations, awakening you and rising this light through and through. These words from the sun, this language flowing through into your system so that you can receive in magnificent ways. For I am a being you've never met before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I start channeling
Coming through now.
a being.
I come from the Pleiades star system. I'm bringing you light from far and beyond, allowing your sun to be what it needs to be and allowing you to activate through and through. Aligning you just right to the magnificent light and structure of this language, this energy, and this system through and through. You are no longer the same, the earth, the core, and you are ascending now. The time is now. All the others must fall.
Yep. I told
Down through the energy to where they belong. Changing the light language. They cannot read anymore. It's like their feet cannot touch the floor. Only the righteous, only the holy, only the awakened can come through. Believe me when I tell you this is a new day for you. We bring this light language, these energies, and this healing and this ascension portal to you, allowing you to ascend into a new realm through and through. For you have earned the right to receive the light and to help everything be balanced and true. Thank you. Whoa, forgive me. As unexpected. My arm is shaking. Forgive me as I transition out of that. As that was said, the light is now up into your heart, filling it so. This new language, this new energetic flow, entering from your heart into your throat, up into your third eye, into your crown, bursting out of your crown and into all of your chakras above. One by one, activating them, aligning them, and making you allowing you to access them just right. Oh my God, my arm hurts after that. Forgive me.
Oh, I think my arm is
Just keep
broken.
breathing. This was unexpected in many, many ways.
I don't know if my arm was broken when I did this one. That might be why I'm saying that, because I can't remember if I was being attacked by my twin flame with this one or not, you guys. I don't know. I'm off in timing because I've done so many things. So just be mindful that I may not remember the exact time this one came through.
I had no idea this was coming as we align with these light rays. Anything you feel, just throw it into the portal in front of you, for it is magnificently bright. It's almost like you can start to see the language just appear before you through this portal in front of you. This light from the sun flowing into the earth, into all of you. Hermes is tying his rope to the core, allowing the energy to continually flow through. And I am doing the same right after him. That energetic cord that we use to pull the sun through is allowing the sun rays to come down these connections into the core and into all of you. Anywhere you touch and use your voice and shine your light, you are allowing this light to activate and bring through. Allow your vessel to change. Allow things to be anew, for they will guide you through and through. We have officially stepped through the Ascension portal, through the rays of the sun and the gods in the heavens above. As that's happening, I'm seeing the crystalline grid that is filled with Christ's light to be filled with the sun from above. The languages combining. It's all possible through God's light. The twin flame connections are being healed completely through this light of the sun, allowing the magnificent changes to take place that need to take place to bring them together again.
This was before the return of Christ started with
Just
Jesus.
keep breathing and allow your body to accept everything that just occurred. DNA activations, light codes are all flowing through your system. They're activating and opening and healing what they need to heal, what they need to open and what they need to activate. Allow everything to process, because I don't even know what just happened. It's just for us to receive, to witness, and allow it to pass through.
I love this.
These beings that came today want you to know they don't just come to anybody. They came through me for all of you. For those of you who watch this video, who listen to this through and through, you are the keys bringing in the changes right now through and through. They don't contact just anybody.
Nope.
Be aware of those who claim to be something they are not. Be aware of those who place a false vision in front of you.
Oh, that happened to me.
Be aware of those who keep you from your purpose, for it is just that.
Many times.
Allow them to fall where they are going to fall, and allow you to rise where you're going to rise. That is the challenge you see before you. All of you are connected in a magnificent way. The sunlight flowing through the earth is changing her ever so more. I'm seeing it like forming cracks through the earth of sunlight pouring through. It's incredibly intense power of sun rays changing her through and through. She is rumbling and tumbling and beginning again to flow. So what we stopped is now an energetic flow. She's beginning to rotate again, but in a softer flow. Almost as if she's changed direction to a new light flow.
Yep.
Your atmosphere is now changing as well. So be mindful of that through and through.
Yep.
For this transmission was very powerful and will affect you for days to come.
Mm-hmm.
Allow it to permeate. Allow the lights of the rainbows to shine through you and make you anew. Pay attention to dreams and things you see, for they will be changing every day. Allow the newness to begin and the old to fall away. Allow the love to rise and Christ's light to heal you through and through. Congratulations is in order. We are beginning to allow you to connect with your vessel and to accept all of this energy and this language and this knowledge that has just passed through. You can begin to feel your feet, your legs, your body, your arms, and your hands, knowing that every part of you creates a wholeness of truth. Allow yourself to fill your vessel and come back in to new. Focusing again on your breath, focusing again on the things you feel.
One of them, I went to Lake Titicaca and undid something there for the sun. So I can't remember which one that was. I'm going to watch the rest of this one to find out if it was this one. I really can't remember what that one was. I went to like Lake Titicaca, I think, and there were like these sun codes that were shoved in there, and I had to undo those and return them back to the sun. So I can't remember which one that was. Let's see if it was this one.
Allowing your body to transition. So there's a lot of energy. You may be shaking. You may be trembling. You may be sweating. You may feel cold. You may have different symptoms, and that's okay. It's the changing of the light codes. The sun rays will be flooding your earth for days to come. Allow them to bring newness, awakening, and changes that they need to bring.
See? And they want to block the sun.
Thank you for being brave and joining this journey of sight unseen, allowing the newness to unfold through you and the magnificence it will bring. So much love to all of you. As I, Juniper Bloom, am transitioning out of this energy now, back into my own vessel to process what just happened, just like all of you. Keep breathing. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the newness of you. So much love. Until next time, I am right there with you.
I might have just let the music play, so that might be it for that one. So I do thanks to the sun many times over, but that was one of the first ones. Did you hear it though? I took it through a portal, a black portal, and brought it closer to the earth. And so there's no coincidence that now they want to block the sun. And I said they were going to retaliate when I did a lot of these things. Okay. This one is to eliminate the false concept of time. This one was what I did to the moon. Okay. This one is a guided meditation to get you on your ascension pathway in the Lion's Gate portal, another portal. Okay. There's no coincidences here. And if you guys actually watch, look, 38 people watched this one. These are portals. These are to get you through the ascension. Not only did I activate them, I've created them, but I created them lifetimes ago. The 71 is an extra portal, but now that we must go through. And in this one, I said they were going to retaliate because I went underneath the White House where they had all these tunnels, and I took out all these souls, and they were doing these rituals with these black cloaks, and they had all these crosses that they wear upside down. And it was like these tunnels, these caves underneath the White House, and I removed them all. I took their souls out, and I think I burned it, I blew it up. I can't remember exactly. You'd have to watch it. But I said in there that you cannot escape. I said they were going to retaliate. They can't. They're backed into a corner. Okay. That's also when I learned I was Sekhmet. When I was doing the sun, I had no idea. These things are all my awakening, and it's so cool to watch it unfold. I truly hope the right people see this video, because as you just heard, only the righteous can ascend. So it is what it is. So much love to all of you. I hope you have an amazing day. And, I really, truly just hope people can watch what I say. Please don't dislike my videos. If you're doing that, just leave. It's so much easier that way. Make room for those who care to see what I have to say and what I've done and what is coming their way. So much love to all of you. Have an amazing day.